Let's continue doing problems with u-substitution. What I have here is the cube root of 2 minus 4x squared times negative 8x dx. So it doesn't look like I can just avoid doing this. I've got to do it. I've got to do some sort of substitution. So the next thing is I have to choose something in, let's say, parentheses or a denominator. Well, this is kind of like it's in parentheses. So let's choose that. Generally speaking, you're going to choose the most complicated thing. U is 2 minus 4x squared. So then what we're going to do is we're going to take its derivative. Negative 8x dx. Now what I notice is that this is already here. So that tells me that this becomes du and that this becomes the cube root of u. So I have the cube root of u du. So that becomes u to the 1/3 du. We're just rewriting it as a fractional power. And then we add 1 to the power and divide by the new power. So u to the 4/3 over 4/3 plus c, which is 3/4 u to the 4/3 plus c. And then we started in x, so we have to make sure we end in x. So that's 3/4 2 minus 4x squared to the 4/3 plus c. And so that's how you do that particular problem. So again, we're following the steps. I didn't label them, so I'll be better about labeling them. So on this one, directly integrating looks pretty much impossible, so we're not going to directly integrate. So that's step 1. Step 2, well, in this case I'm going to choose something in parentheses and the denominator. So I could choose the denominator proper. I could choose the whole thing, including the cubed. And that is possible to do that this way. Do not do that because it requires some more algebra than is probably necessary to do. Well, then definitely is necessary to do this. So let's choose the thing in parentheses. So we're going to say u is 5 minus x squared. So the next piece, we're going to find the derivative. It's negative 2x dx. So I'm going to rewrite that as du over negative 2x equals dx. So the reason I want to do that is now I'm going to say that this is, I'm going to split this up just slightly. I'm going to say this is 1 over u cubed times 3x, so I'm bringing that over to the side, times du over negative 2x. So I want to do that because I want to see these x's cancel. So then I end up with negative 3/2 times 1 over u cubed du. So I can pull that negative 3/2 out to the front. 1 over u cubed du, which I can then rewrite as u to the negative 3 du, because this way I can use the power rule better. So I can say negative 3/2. I add 1 to the power and then divide by that new power. And then I have an arbitrary constant. So the negatives cancel, and this becomes 3/4 u to the negative 2 plus c, which we don't like negative powers generally, so I'm going to say 3 over 4 u squared plus c equals 3. So again, we're now in 5 here. Once we've gotten to here, this is the antiderivative. Now that we've simplified it, to a place that we like. Let's go back to x. That's the final. So that's 4, 5 minus x squared squared plus c. And so, sorry, in my head I'm just taking the derivative here, making sure everything looks good. And yeah, it does. So this, if I take the derivative of this, I'm going to get that. And so that, you know, we're still rolling with the process. This is a practice makes permanent situation. You've got to do it. You got to do it a lot to get the hang of it.